yeah, we're not going to be able to go do that today. I am charging right now, which is a good thing, but I'm not going to be having enough charge by the time, by say lunchtime, in order to do this. So well, that doesn't work. Maybe it will. I'm thinking the Challengers. Ooh, it is chilly. I don't know what shirt to wear. I guess I could wear my stinky shirt from yesterday, which really it's stinky from. I haven't gone a 0.1 kilometer. What the heck? I went 10 feet. The sun, it feels okay out here in the sun, but it's still chilly. But I'm also blocked from the wind. I can feel the wind down on my legs, so I know it's still really cold because the wind's, you know, my jacked up van, the wind is going right underneath the van. It's maybe I don't know, like maybe just a 5 to 10 mile an hour little breeze, but it is cold. The sun is hot though. How much do I got on here? 57%. That should be enough for today. So I think we're gonna what we're gonna do is run down to the road and see you don't have to wear the big one, the big harness, but you got to put a bell on. Yeah, you got to put a bell on. So, and I might put your other vest on. Yeah, your other vest on. Just don't choke yourself. Will you? Yeah, you weirdo. Every time I go to grab her freaking collar, it's like she waits for me to grab a hold of it. And then she starts pulling. It's like, well, you stop doing that? That's how you choke yourself. But I think you do it on purpose because you like to be choked. Yes. You have weird fetishes. Here, we're going to put this one on. Yeah. We're going to put this one on. Just so people can notice you a little bit more. But it's all ragged and it doesn't have the hard plastic thing in it. No. Yeah, you. Oh, geez. Somebody's getting excited. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, put that on. I guess we'll wear the Speedland hat. I kind of wanted to wear the black Hoka just to keep my head a little bit warmer, but I think it will be good enough. Not that the hat keeps me warmer, but it's black, so it gets the heat from the sun. But I think we'll be okay. We are definitely not moving that fast today, that's for sure. That is for sure. I think we'll have enough water. She's got half a bottle still. If we go down to the road, then she will have a whole pond to get some water out of. And then that way, when we get down there, I think we'll be able to see if the Taj Mahal is still sitting there. I got a little bit of nutrition. Yeah. Should I grab some more? I think so. Okay, yeah, thank you. A couple of these, my go-tos. Because then she gets to have a snack too. I don't really, like I said, I had a lot of food, you know, so I could sit here for easily a week if I needed to, which I think will be good to go to be able to drive to the parts store tomorrow, I'm hoping. So I'll decide. I will decide tonight, but I think we'll be good. Speaking of, I need to turn that off. So that it's charging my vehicle battery. We are currently charging right now. In about an hour, we will start to really charge pretty good. So if I can get up to, I don't know, 10%, I think we'll be okay. I'm sitting at 4% right now. But we'll see. I think they're open on Sunday too. I'll double check. If they're open on Sunday, we might give it another day just to make sure that we can make the drive to the parts store. Because I do not need to be almost to the parts store and break down on the freeway right out of Phoenix. Ooh, the bugs are starting to get to me. So I have, you know, gosh dang flies. I see the flies are going to be out again today because they are already attacking me. Oh, she is off. She is ready to go. She just didn't know which way to go. That was funny. She took off. She took off and then put on the brakes like, oh wait, what direction are we going? She's still having that decision. We're gonna go this way. She's like, okay. Let me change camera views. Okay. Well, my dashboard isn't working very good still, so hopefully I can read chat. I got the chat that pops up over here on the stream, but I can't go back, so if I miss something and then the frickin' Stream Alerts auto message pops up, it'll like push the chat, so apologies if I miss it. Or if my dashboard is working, I can actually scroll back, do whatever, do some minor moderation if I need to. So hopefully it was working. Well, I can see that isn't working for some reason. And I don't know why. Like, why isn't that not working? Because that, yeah, see, show chat is on. Maybe if I turn it off, turn it back on. Ooh, it's working. Okay, this is good. So I just had to reset it. So we're gonna turn that off. And now, I think we will put maybe our speed up, because I don't think the map, I don't even know what our map looks like. I don't know, let's see. Because I was messing around with stuff, so I don't even know what the map looks like anymore. And I can't even tell. Oh, well, I gotta, hold on. There we go. The distance was hidden behind the map. It's all about how I turn things on, is how the layers go, so. That breeze is chilly, but I'm not gonna complain because by the time we're done with this run, it's gonna feel hot, like super hot, so. Okay, so since we came up this way, there's definitely been some hooved animals. So I think there is some wild donkeys in here. I have just never seen them. They must wander at night through here, because that must be what she's been growling at a few times at nighttime. Or as I like to call them, there's been some wild asses in here at nighttime. Wild ass. Oh, okay. I can see how today is gonna go. Not only do my legs need to loosen up, they are so stiff, but I'm getting the lack of food this morning is so I do have like lots of breakfast stuff. I have a whole box of grape nuts, which you might say, don't only like old people, like 90-year-olds, eat grape nuts? Well, I will have you know, it is a great source of fiber. And when you eat as much sugar as I do, which I've done really well lately, fiber is like your best friend for not becoming insulin resistant or whatever. So, and then it doesn't taste too bad. But I don't have any milk because I used the rest of it yesterday since I wasn't going to be able to have my fridge turned on, and I pretty much just had to get rid of anything that would be perishable. Now the stuff in my freezer is still frozen, but I'm probably going to have to turn it on for a little bit today at some point to ensure it stays frozen. So I do not have to, I do not need like I don't have anything in my fridge, the fridge side anymore that is like perishable. I'm good there. But on the freezer side, I have like, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 pounds of meat, like probably 5 pounds of ground turkey and like a couple pounds of, I probably only have 4 pounds of ground turkey now that I think about it. But then I have, I think 2 pounds of like ground sausage, like I guess you could say. One is like some Italian, ground Italian, like a pound of ground Italian, and then I think I have a pound of like, I don't know if it's chorizo or like an al pastor flavored ground pork, something like that. I just don't know what it is. But I guess I say all that, saying that I don't need it to go bad. And as soon as it thaws, I mean, you can't really, I mean, you could, but you're not supposed to refreeze it. And even then, I'd have to make sure when you do cook it that you cook it. Cook the heck out of it. I mean, it's ground meat, so it's not like it's gonna get super tough or anything. But at this point, safe to say, I will not be able to race tomorrow. Well, I mean, there's like 100% chance I'm not going to race tomorrow at this point. Which sucks, because I mean, the point-to-point thing worried me a little bit. But if I had battery power, she would have been fine. And I put like a little note even on the window, because I have the stickers all over the window that say there's a temperature monitoring system, pet monitoring system in there. But I'd put like a little card there also with my phone number on it, because if absolutely needed, I could just text me and I can unlock the door remotely. But so I was still planning on racing. It just didn't, like, I felt funny about it, I guess. Like anywhere else in the US, like, you know, like if I was in Utah or Montana or somewhere, Colorado, not a big deal. But Arizona is weird about that kind of stuff. I mean, I get it. It gets so hot here that you have to worry about animals being left in cars and stuff. But you get so many snowbirds here. Like, if they have a proper system set up, it doesn't matter. I mean, case in point, a year ago at Javelina, I had my pet monitoring system in there. The AC was on, but one of the park volunteers, and I'll bet you $20 that even at this race, it'd be the same park volunteer that rides around on his bike. He rides around on his bike. I think he has a vendetta against Aravaipa running, or Aravaipa in general, because I don't think he likes it, the fact that these races happen at his regional parks, or county parks, or whatever they're called. It's Maricopa County. All the parks fall under. And I don't think he likes it. There's all these races happening on his parks. Because I swear he's at every single one of the races, riding around, trying to find the smallest infraction to report. Because that's how it was a year ago at Javelina, when I wasn't even like out. I was like, 1,000 feet away working, so I could leave anytime if I had to. And so because of that, she was barking in the van because she was like, I know you're doing something fun without me, you bastard. And that's my own fault. I left the windows cracked a little bit because it wasn't a hot day either, but the AC was running. And I had the windows about halfway down so that, because she likes to say hi to people. Well, instead she decided I'm just going to bark it for constantly. So this guy called the sheriff because Arizona law, you're not supposed to leave animals in vehicles. And when I came back, why no race? Wait, what happened? Oh, sorry, Riku. Remember the other day you were like, hopefully nothing else happens to your van. And I was like, well, I got almost 200,000 miles in my van. Things are just gonna start breaking. So I woke up yesterday and, no, 2 days ago. And my batteries in the back were dead, which was weird because I didn't have anything turned on. And somehow they just completely died. So I went to go start the vehicle to charge my batteries in the morning. And while once I started it up, I hit the switch to charge the rear batteries, and everything started up fine, all that kind of stuff. And I checked my charging meter in the back, and it was charging like 35 amps. No problem. So I didn't think anything of it. Hour later, I'm like, oh, I wonder, went to look at my meter. I'm like, oh, what is the charging at? Well, it was discharging. So my alternator went out. And then because I was already had dead batteries in the back, so now I'm draining the battery, just idling for an hour. Shut the vehicle off and everything was dead because I drained my battery. I'll finish the story when I get through this section. I have no signal here. Hardly any anyways. I'm almost through the dead zone here. It's uphill, so it's taking all of it to get through. It's kicking my ass. I'm just trying to get through the dead zone before street crashing. That's the longest dead zone, but I have another one up here too. Oh, I should come back here pretty quick now. There we go, we're back. So anyways, my alternator went kaput on me, and based upon what my voltage meter said in the back, when I finally looked at it after an hour, it would have went bad at around, like within a few minutes of me starting the vehicle. Is battery self-damage or just a drain? It just drained as far as I can tell, but my issue is the only way I have to charge it is my solar, and it's basically trickle charging my vehicle battery, and I only have the problem is this time of year, yeah, I have a shitload of solar, but the sun sits so low that I don't get like really good solar charge. And then what I do get, like I'll get 10 amps, which is about 120 watts maybe. I don't remember what the conversion is, somewhere around there. That's only a fifth of what I can do for solar charging, but 10 amps, it takes a long time to charge, and I have to drive 50 miles to the parts store off of battery since I have no alternator. So I gotta make sure I have enough battery. Well, yesterday it only charged like 4% battery. If I was able to get more of a charge yesterday, then I would have driven to the parts store today, swapped it out, and then I'd still be able to race tomorrow. But since I only got 4% battery charge, I'm gonna give it all day today, and then I'm not even attempt to drive that far unless I have a minimum of 10% battery. So there's no guarantee I'll even go tomorrow to go do it. Stuck where you're till the battery charge, yes. Yep, I am stuck here. Like yesterday, based upon the charge, yesterday was the first time I could actually, because I attempted yesterday morning just to be like, okay, can I start the vehicle? And then retested the alternator just to see if maybe there was some weird fluke or whatever. And it actually started. Like the day before, I wouldn't even turn over because the battery was so dead. Ooh, there's the other dead zone. So hopefully we can get through this fairly fast. I can't do it. Whew. Almost at time. 5. There we go. I should be good now. That's really different. I hope so. Cause gosh dang, freaking alternator, $780. And then because I'm gonna be doing things, even though I think the battery's okay, it is 5 years old. So I'm thinking about buying a new battery. That'll be another $120. So I'm looking at $1,000, and I just spent like $700 on the whole shock thing a week ago. So it's like, I don't have the money to spend already as it is. I gotta spend more money. It's like, finally got to where I had zero credit card debt. But in order to do that, I still had debt. I just reconsolidated it into something else, or in with something else. And now I'm gonna have to have credit card debt again. Well, I already do from last week. I don't have any extra income to pay it down very fast. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to get some sort of part-time job next month when I go back to Montana and just so I can pay off some crap. Before race day, I know. Well, like last week with with my shock, that happened the day before I was supposed to drive down to Tucson. And as it was, I had to wake up at like 3:30 in the morning in order to get to where I needed to be on race day for doing videography. I was half expecting, because they know I'm in the area. I thought yesterday, it'll probably happen today, that because I know there's another race going on this weekend, and they don't necessarily need videographers, but I'm a jack of all trades, so I can do everything. And I kind of half expected them to contact me, especially being that they know that I have my Part 107, because I do know they're going to use some drone stuff. They won't be relying heavily on it, but and if they send me a message and be like, hey, can you come help us out? I'll be like, yeah, as long as you can come pick up a alternator and run it out to me. I mean, chances are, like even right now, I could probably make it the 50 miles on my batteries without my vehicle dying, but being that it's all freeway and I'd be in, main streets of Phoenix, once I get off the freeway, I don't really want to have my vehicle die. Okay, that first mile and a half really kicked my ass. Not having any food or anything. I should try gel. Just do a gel really fast. It's worth the risk, yeah. And that's what I was saying. I think most likely, since I'm not going to be racing, there's no reason for me to push it. I have plenty of water, plenty of food. I might just let it charge all weekend. And then on Monday, go and try and take care of it. But we'll see, maybe Sunday I might too. At least Sunday, there won't be as much traffic. I swear I hate these frickin'. Nothing like taking a, the only one I had is caffeine too. That's not gonna go good. Nothing like, as far as gels go, the precision gels are probably my go-to because I can't do like really sugary tasting stuff. And so a lot of your goos and stuff like that, that's what it's like. Hammer gels, all that is like straight sugar. At least this is, it tastes like you're squirting petroleum jelly in your mouth, which is more palatable. Plus the consistency is more palatable for me. $2026 is our race here. I hope so. Ooh. I don't know how Run Dan Run takes all those gels he does, because gimbal's off. All right. He was racing a marathon last year at one point. He was live streaming the thing, and it was like his second gel. If it was me, I wouldn't even made it past the first gel, but he took a second gel and it, of course, did not hit well, and he started puking and yakking and stuff, and that was the end of his race. Especially that early on, if you start having stomach troubles like that, yeah, you're done. Because he was probably like mile 6, you know, of a marathon. Went to the Untad Waffles. Yeah, I do have one of those in my pack. And then I have a couple applesauce things, which are my normal go-to. But I think as far as I'm bunking, I really just needed to get a gel in me. Something a little more substantial. Because I hardly had anything. I had like 2 bites at breakfast today, because even though I have lots of food, I don't have a lot of breakfast options. I have lots of breakfast options, let's put it that way. I still have like a whole pack, what is that, 8 English muffins, but because I have no battery juice, I can't toast my English muffins, my toaster, because I can't use my toaster. I guess I could eat them not toasted, but they just hit, something hits different about them when they're toasted. When they're not toasted, it's just like, I don't know, I'd rather just have a slice of bread, regular bread. Swap between the Untad Waffles and some running jelly beans. Seems work for you. Yeah. Well, another one of my staples is Nerd gummy clusters, but I'm out of those. I'm pretty much just trying to clean up the rest of my stuff from the Mammoth 200 that I didn't use, is what I'm relying on, because I probably have $100 or more. Actually, probably closer to $200 or $300 worth of race nutrition that I did not use. Now, some of it I'm going to use for my 100-mile race in February. And then I do have 2 races, except now I need to figure out, since I'm not going to do tomorrow's race, figure out what race I can do for my 3rd race. But some must be coyote poop right there, middle of the trail. I'll use mostly gels for that, gels and high carb mix. For my sub ultras that I'm doing at the beginning of January. I mean, I was going to do some of it for tomorrow too, but I was really hoping I was going to be spending this week doing video edits, but I can't use my batteries. And it's weird that this must have just been time. I mean, of course, I have, like I said, I have 200,000 miles on my van, but it's weird that I have a 250 amp alternator. It should have easily been able to handle the 35 amps of output it was trying to do. I guess technically it probably would have been closer to 50 amp probably, because the van itself uses some of it too. But I mean, luckily I looked at I watched a couple videos on how to, replace the alternator. I mean, I've replaced many of alternator, but never on this vehicle. So I just wanted to see if there was any specialty stuff you had to do. And I watched like 2 mechanics replacing this alternator, and they're using all these, special tools and stuff. And, oh, you don't have a lot of room in here to do this and all that. And I was like, oh, shoot, I need to actually look and see if my tools, I can get up in there. They're using bendy ratchets and stuff like that to get up in there. And then I looked to see, and I'm like, what the hell? This is like, you have lots of room. These guys obviously have not worked on some of the vehicles I've worked on. I can easily do it with the tools I have on hand, easy. And I would bet I can have that thing swapped out in half hour, 45 minutes. Pretty easy. And the nice thing is, it's been over 20 years, so like newer technology and stuff, you have to have special tools and stuff. The way freaking engineers have built things, and I swear it's a conspiracy the way auto manufacturers will do things in such a way that you have to buy their specialty tools. Like they make it so you have to use a specialty tool on certain things. That way they make money selling the tools as well. But I mean, I was ASE certified 20 plus years ago. I mean, I guess really it'd be 23 years ago at this point. 24 years ago. Gosh dang, it's been a while. Man, I'm old. So old. You have a mini, so there's to work on anything under the yeah. That's how my, I had, oh geez. Okay, well that tells me it's actually been more than, yeah, it's been more than 23 years that I was AC certified, because I bought the very first year they came out, first full production year they came out with the WRX. I bought a WRX and it was the same way, and I put complete stage 4 plus kit in there, so it was even more horsepower and faster and quicker. Well, it wasn't any faster, but it was quicker. Top speed is top speed. You can't do anything about that unless you change your gear ratios. Works as a PDI type rod. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Raccoon, and the conversations. Have fun at the party. I should probably plug my phone in before it dies on me. Say hello to my face. I have to use the side of my face to plug the camera in. Whew. Still haven't decided if, why are you doing that? Oh, now you're gonna go over there. It's like, it kept going to the right for whatever reason. So I was hitting the lever to get it to go over to the left, and it wasn't moving, so I hit it again. It wasn't moving, hit it again, and then all of a sudden it's like, you bastard. I can't tell if there's somebody down at the pond or not. I can very clearly see the tank that people have spray painted graffiti on continuously for years. It's always something different when you go there. Oh, there she is. This is where my doggo was. She's right there. I bet she's getting bored running the same routes for the last 4 days or whatever already, so that tells you it's time for us to move on. I mean, she still has fun, but yeah, I'm fine. Tail's up. She's got the butt swagger going. She was being weird last night too. I don't know what her deal was. I think she had to poop. Because we did our bedtime potties. Well, it's funny because I did my bedtime potties, and then she like she just laid on the bed, and then I get back in. And then she finally decided, oh, yeah, I guess I do need to go potty. And she went outside and did the old number one. And then she was just kind of standing out there, just looking at me. And I was like, why are you just staring at me? You're so weird. And then I just ignored her, and she was out there for a little bit more. So I figured she probably pooped. And she jumped back up in the van, but then she just sat there, and I just climbed under the covers and everything and all that. And then she just stood and sat down on the floor, and I could hear her shifting. And then she was giving me her little sassy mouth, and her goodbye. And I'm like, what do you need? And she just sat there and looked at me. I'm like, well, get your ass up here. And she just sat down there and was giving me a little sass. And I just ignored her. I'm like, well, I don't know what you want. And then eventually she jumped up on the bed, and I had the back door open, and she like just stood on top of me. Like a lot of times she'll just like lay with just maybe her front feet and chin on top of me to look out the back door. She was like just standing on me. And then it looked like she was trying to figure out how she could jump out the back door to get out. And I just ignored it. So I was like, what are you doing? You were just outside. And then she laid down, whatever, went to bed. It wasn't even 2 hours later. It's probably less than that. I guess that's what not even means. She jumped down and wanted to go back outside again. And I was like, well, I kind of have to pee again anyways. So I went out with her. And yeah, her first thing she did was pooped. I'm like, you probably needed to poop that whole time. But like when she was down on the floor, she wasn't like looking at the door or anything, like trying to tell me she wanted to go back out, or else I would have let her back out. I don't know what her deal was. She was just being weird. Still haven't been able to get the 2 broken off cactus needles out of her butt. Every time so it comes down to this. If I have the tweezers, because I need to use tweezers in order to get them out, because it's like underneath her fur. So I'm gonna have to spread her fur apart and then grab a hold of them with the tweezers. If I have the tweezers, then she's like, what are you doing? Get away from me with those. And she won't settle down. Well then, when she does settle down to where I can just play around with it with my fingers and try and pull it out, but she has no care in the world. But then I don't have the tweezers nearby me. So then if I get up to go get the tweezers, then that makes her stir, and then she's like, oh, I know you're doing something. She must have got something in her ear. I looked at it last night when she was all sleepy, and I was just kind of inconspicuously examining her ear. As far as she knows, I was just playing with her ear a little bit, which she doesn't mind. But I couldn't see anything, so I wonder if she got something way down deep inside her canal, because she still was like shaking her head today. Like that's what's weird with her. Like, you just look for signs with your animals and you can tell when something's wrong. Like if she has like dirty ears, or she might be getting like ear infection or whatever, then she'll scratch at her ears, but she won't like shake her head. But yet if she gets something in her ears, she shakes her head, but she doesn't scratch at her ears. So it's like, and it's not always like that. Like my other Vizsla was she was like scratch at her ears and shake her ears for everything. It didn't matter what. Doesn't look like anybody's sitting at the pond, but there is some trees over there, so they could be hiding. I was hoping we'd get to the pond and see if Taj Mahal is still set up over there, but I don't know as if we'll be able to see it from that spot. I mean, we're still like at least a mile and a half away. Why do you keep going off that way? Freaking gimbal. It's got a mind of its own today. Not as bad as it was that one day. It was just, they were really being weird. Well, I think coming back we're gonna climb up on top of the ridge. It's just, how are we gonna go on the back side or this side? I think we'll actually go on this side no matter what. Even if the Taj isn't there, because I don't have a lot of get up and go this morning, and that backside is really steep and has a lot of area where I get zero signal, so I have to go faster. I don't think I have that in me today. More so, I just wanted to see if Taj is there, because then I can figure out if we can go that way maybe this weekend. Go down that way. Like we could run this way to here and then go up and then go down. Like that's what I'd actually rather do today, but I don't want to run through redneck Taj Mahal over there. Well, like I said, I haven't heard them going wild and crazy shooting their guns the last few days, so I don't even know if they're there. But it could just be that they ran out of bullets too. Ankle breaker rocks in this section. It makes sense, we're right next to this little rocky knoll right here. Get more on the, more out on the flats, and that's where that trail gets really nice. I mean, it's still not bad, it's just be careful going through the rocks. One, either twist an ankle, which I have very strong ankles luckily, or two, you step on a rock wrong and the pressure going through the midsole gives you a bruise on the bottom of your foot. You know, I talked about how it's weird doing that other loop opposite direction and going down this section of the trail. It's kind of weird too, because I usually come at it from the other direction. Just this section from that last little road back there to the road down here, I'm usually coming this way, not going this way, not going the direction we're going. Opposite race course. Usually we're going race direction, because we're usually coming from the back side of this ridge to hit the trail and then coming this way. Whew. Well, I am just struggle busing this morning. I mean, I'd be doing better if I wasn't like, if I slowed down my pace a little bit, I'd do a lot better. No, I find myself just being like, this is the pace my legs want to go. It's just my lungs don't agree. My legs are like, come on, let's do a freaking, I don't know, probably about an 8-minute mile pace. And my lungs are like, how about we do like an 11-minute mile pace? I don't know what my heart rate's doing. My heart rate's probably in the middle, being like, come on guys, can't we just agree to get along? Let's just meet in the middle. Geez, these rocks are crazy. You can tell there's been some mountain bikes tearing it up a little bit in here, breaking the rocks free of the dirt. And my heart rate says I want to be in the 140s, which is weird because at the pace I'm running, there's no reason why my heart rate should be 140. Somebody's driving down the road. Hi. Yeah, I'm coming. Well, you'll get some water up here. She wants some water. Hopefully there's water. It's probably nasty ass water. That's one thing I don't get about some animals. It's like, obviously, the cattle go there to drink water, yet they poop in the water while they're standing there drinking water. And it's like most other animals, people talk about how smart some animals and how dumb some animals are. Cattle are dumb. I don't care what you say. Most animals are not going to be pooping and peeing in their only water source. But cattle have no problem with it. Is this car even moving? Like, it sounds like it's hauling ass. Whatever kind of vehicle it is. Yet, doesn't even sound like it's going anywhere. I don't even see anything moving. It's like, are you like a freaking 1960s truck in first gear at like freaking 5,000 RPM or what? You know what it probably is? Probably like a tractor of some sort, like the grader that does the road maintenance out here. It's probably what it is, really. And that would make sense then, that it's revved up at a high speed, but doesn't sound like it's moving at all. Although now I don't hear it. Oh no, there it is again. Oh, even my legs feel tired. And just these slightest little uphills. My legs are like, you son of a bitch. But, I mean, to be fair, I have been doing about 3 times as much vert this week, or not vert, 3 times as much mileage in general, vert included, this week than I have in the past couple weeks. So it makes sense why my ladies would be like, you bastard. I think that is a grader. You know that smell when dirt gets moved? That's kind of what it smells like right now. And I'm a ways away. I mean, I'm probably a quarter mile away from the road. I mean, we still got more than that to go because this trail, it's just kind of wheezing around. But oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough water. Here I was like, oh, I got plenty of water. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough water. If the spring was running down here, I could fill up a bottle because I have my filter bottle, but if it's not running, I ain't filling out of that nasty ass pond, that's for sure. Freaking cow poop in it. I mean, I guess there is like a little trough, a little cattle trough that I could shell out of. Because there shouldn't be any poop in there. If there is, then those cows went out of their way to poop in there. coyote poop, which makes sense because there's a coyote den somewhere right up in here. I just don't know where. Because when we were a month and a half ago camped just on the other side up here, there was you could hear I swear I just saw it flashing up here. Is there somebody up there? You could hear them at nighttime. Like I turned around and I swear I saw like a, like a mirror flash. But I don't see anything. I've just been the sun on the inside of the lens on my sunglasses. Unless you guys saw it too, because the camera I think was pointing off that direction. I would think I would be able to see the tops of the Taj right over here. They should be just on the other side of that. But I don't see anything, so maybe they did move on. But they could be further up that way where I can't see. I mean, it was a huge ass, like, next to their fifth wheels, whatever, they had like a huge, like, looked like a freaking 20 by 40 circus tent set up with a bright red top on it. Oh yeah, somebody, that had to have been the grader. That, as we get closer, it is very, very much dirt smell. I don't see anything. Maybe they're not there anymore. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. No, because we're not going to be here long enough to do any big mileage that direction. We'll be moving ourselves. Like if I was to be able to race tomorrow, then we would have been moving off after the race anyways. You know, we would have been driving a few hours to somewhere else. But now, same thing. As soon as we can get our alternator, as soon as we get that swapped out. Now, depending on the timing, we might come back out here for overnight and maybe get a run in, but it wouldn't be like a nice long run. Although I could camp out over here somewhere. I'm gonna have to camp out where I'm at. In fact, I probably won't. It's not gonna be worth it to drive all the way up in there for one night. It's like I really want to go down to the southeast section and explore the mountains right there, but I also want to freaking go up north too and hit the roads. So hopefully she didn't bother you too much. Biker sitting there eating her snack, and my dog always she loves snacks. It's probably all up in her face. But she was more interested in coming to the pond over here. There's still water in it, but I don't think the spring is running. Actually, looks like it's got more water in it. Maybe the spring is running. No, it's really low. Spring is running. Oh wow, look at that. So do I want to fill up my water or not? There's the spring. So the way the spring flows, oh geez, she just got water all over me. Sprinting by mud and water. So the spring actually comes up into here, and then you can hear the water goes down into here and then comes out over there. And this is where I was saying I could fill up my water in the little trough right here, because if they poop in there, then but now I could fill up my water out of that. Do I do it? It's high enough you don't have to worry about the poop. Ooh, it's nice and cool. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Just to make sure I have enough water. Like I might just fill up the bottle and then use it if I need it. I'm gonna let her have a little cool session. It's not flowing super fast, but it's flowing. A little bit of sediment in there, but not too bad. Whew. Well, I think I'm just going to fill my bottle up the rest of the way. If I end up pooping my pants, I guess I end up pooping my pants. I mean, I've drank out of way worse like filtered out of way worse than that, so I'm guessing I'll be okay. Doesn't have any funny taste to it. I think I'll fill up hers as well. Because I do, if I run out of mine, then I do sip on hers, so. A place where it'll stand up so I can do it. And then I think I'll refill this bottle, put it in the back for just in case. What are you doing, you silly? Huh? What are you doing? Ooh, I'm gonna have to wash this out. And bring it back. Since my vest was all sweaty and I just put it in the dirt, now everything's gonna be all muddy. Oh well. Where did she go? I'm gonna let her enjoy a little snack with me. Probably should have just filled out of the trough. It would have been way easier. Somebody else on a bike. Nari, come here. Nari. Saying hi to the bikers. Hey, come on, Nari, hey, we're going this way.
You ever get tired?
Never. She's done 30-mile runs with me, and then like she'll sleep for an hour, and then she's like, okay, now what are we doing? Yeah. Nari, wrong way, come on. She really wants to go that way. We're not going that way. We're going this way. Nari. Come on, we're going this way. She literally just made the jump right here. Little freak. She's like a freaking rally car racing going on over here. Well, I kind of want to go this way. Let's just go up and see. I don't see him up here, but he might be up here. Let's go up a little ways further here and see. I can only tell there's been a lot of vehicles with freaking highway tires that came up here, which would probably be the RV trailers and the however many utility trailers and all that they needed. But I think we'll go this way. I got plenty of water now. And we'll just hope that the signal doesn't make the stream crash. And then we'll go along the ridge and then drop down back on that one road. Like, I would think I would see them from here, but I might not be able to see them until we get up here past this little thing, because that would be the area they were at, is where that, actually they might have been right here, because this is the really nice campground. But there is that other area up here. Maybe they were back there. No, I would say they were right here. I mean, look at all the tire tracks and everything. That looks like where they were at. It actually looks like they even took and filled in some dirt to make it more level for them and everything. Okay, I just did both my Go Squeeze apple sauces. Well, they weren't. One was like peach and one was something else. Strawberry, I think. One was peach, one was strawberry. But I don't know, it looks like they're back here too. So who knows? Maybe they did come all the way back here. They're clearly, I would definitely be able to see them now, so they're clearly not back here. They definitely moved on, which would be why I haven't heard them. This is where I thought they were. Is this little camp spot right here. As much as the ground's tore up, that way makes sense. Actually, this looks like have they been doing road maintenance back here? Are they still doing road maintenance? Maybe that's what the tractor I was hearing is back here. This would make sense why I was smelling dirt. This clearly looks like they were doing some road maintenance of sorts. Yeah, this is definitely where they were camped out for sure. They still have their targets up they were shooting at, and they left all their brass. Shooting's expensive. If you're shooting a gun like that, why would you not pick up your brass and reload? So they were shooting, I said they were shooting 223. It also looks like they were shooting 45. And then the other thing is, you can't tell. Geez, they shot a lot of 45 and a lot of this other stuff, which I thought was, I thought it sounded like a fully auto freaking AR. I can't read the caliber on it. Like, looking at that round, it does not look like a 223. Oh, and then they were shooting something else too. What is this? 30-06. Okay. Oh, here's one of their rounds. Hasn't even been tried to be shot. So they just left a live round here even. I don't know what that is. That is definitely not a 223. Huh. No idea. Whatever it is though, they must have loads of money and didn't even worry about picking up their brass. And that's what a lot of people do, is they shoot right there. They had like a little bobcat or something that they made it to right here. And they were moving dirt, but then you come up here, which is if they were doing road maintenance, this is where you would do the road maintenance. Like, not back there. We got uphill now for the next 2 miles at least, and it's pretty steep, pretty significant. And we're gonna eventually climb to the top just on the other side of the, see if I can figure out which peak it would be. This peak right here. That's the highest peak on this end. And we'll come up just on the other side of that. But it is like straight up. Like 50% grade, 60% grade, straight up. That's kind of funny. I haven't like seen, well, I haven't really been in, we've been on the trail a little bit, but I can't really see the trail from where I'm camped out. But we haven't like seen anybody on the trail all week. And we've seen 3 bikers just this morning. It's funny, like all of a sudden I'm just like kind of hot, kind of getting that like feeling you can tell you're working. And we were telling stories, race stories, and I was like telling the story like, because we were talking, because there's a marathon, and one of the people I was with was talking about how he's, I think he said he's only puked once after a marathon, or maybe he said he's puked all times except for once. I don't remember which, but I've never puked at the end of a marathon. But I was talking about one of the races I did puke at, which was 28K night run, and hi, sweet girl. And like I got done with the race, like the race destroyed me. And I got done with the race, and I didn't puke, and I like just downed just like a ice cold sparkling water, laid down on the bed, and I was there for about like maybe 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden I just had like that rush and that real that tingly feeling all over and I knew what was about to happen, and so I like flung the freaking side door open on the van and jumped out and just puked. Horrible. For like 10 minutes, and eventually, you know, you're just dry heaving, giving it everything you had in the bushes. And